micuț. Caracterul nostru cel micuț. Să sperăm că ne simțim în stare să jucăm. Că e foarte greu. Am dormit până acum și mă trezi și zic că am poftă să continui munca aceasta. Am jucat astăzi, am jucat pe conturile celelalte pentru a face misiunile astea daily și astea nu sunt pentru voi acum că sunteți la început, dar cu timpul o să vă dați seama ce trebuie să faceți. O să vă explic. Oricum, la episod suntem aici. Dacă asta trebuie să facem, da, știu ce trebuie să facem. Prea chef să facem. E o emisiune în care trebuie să o faceți cu... Revin imediat. Așa, e o misiune care trebuie să o faceți cu o năvuță mică, nu cu o năvuță mare. Să zic așa, pe românește. Shuttle-ul. Va trebui să o facem cu asta mică. O facem când avem încotro. Până la urmă. Ăștia ca să ne ajute. Nu ne ajută mult, dar măcar ne ajută. Ok. Trebuie să mergem la nava asta, la baza asta. Cei care nu știu la început cum intrați, trebuie să ajungeți la biroul ăsta aici. La ușa asta aici. Trebuie să clipești. La amiral. Vă duceți și sunteți aici. Trebuie să spun cu desoto și ăsta e așa și desoto e aici.
In order to avoid drawing too much attention, you need to fly under the radar, so to speak. Admiral Tenay has authorized the requisition of a shuttlecraft for you. You can fulfill the requisition in the shipyard. Once you're ready, take the shuttlecraft out to the Hakona system. If you have a runabout fighter or other such craft available, feel free to use it, but do not approach the system in a starship. We want to avoid the notice of whoever's in the vault. A shuttle will also be able to dock with the vault and explore the interior. Any questions? Very well.
Mergem acum acolo. Da, așa. E undeva pe aici. Următoarea Ia. Shuttle. Trebuie să luăm unul. Ah, să customizăm. Trebuie să o facem randomizei decât culoare. Pot să cumpăr și de aici, dar nu știu cum. Cam s-ar putea să nu mai îmi permită să iau alta. Să vedem. Zice aici. Nu vreau. Și rămâne asta. Ok. Și acum facem așa. De fapt, pentru voi, ca să știți, faceți așa. Duceți la navă. Nu are rost, rămânem cu aia, că oricum e bună și aia. Not now. Că te pune să... Ori vă duceți manual așa, ori dați aici direct. Și vă duce direct la misiune. M-a apărut. Stați liniștiți, când începeți misiunea, veți începe automat cu shuttle dacă l-aveți.
Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Riemann ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of
Oh, pardon, am vrut să caut să văd dacă găsesc ceva. Aici. Ce
The Riemanns are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of the ships, we'll probably have to fight them all. And there's no telling how many are cloaked here. We have a number of possible options to explore. All of the construction work out here must have required the use of a lot of worker shuttles and a communication booster. We might be able to dig up some information about the station's communication network, if we can find a subspace relay satellite. The Riemanns are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of the ships, we'll probably have to fight them all. And there's no telling how many are cloaked here. Sensors are reading a small, derelict worker ship near some of the asteroid debris. We might find helpful clues there. The Riemanns are all over this system. The material requirements to make a base of that size must have been enormous. There's a lot of stellar debris here. Probably remnants of asteroids or fragments from moons that were mined for raw materials. We might be able to do something useful with them. One of the large asteroids has a navigational beacon. The tall Shi'ar must have placed it there for some reason. The Riemanns are all over this system. There's a small patch of nebula gases near the station. The static discharges in the area are highly intense. We may be able to cover an approach to the station by traveling through the nebula. This would be risky. because the nebula would cloud our tactical displays and interfere with our shields. But it would almost certainly keep the station's sensor grid from detecting us until we're right on top of them. The remnants are all over this system.
Deci la noi parcă
All of the
ăsta,
construction work out here must have required the use of a lot of
Tactical
remnants. Or
officer,
sensors are reading a
science,
small
ăsta
derelict worker ship near some of the asteroid debris. We might find helpful clues there. The remnants are all...
Oricum,
Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Riemann ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon.
ideea e că misiunile poți să le faci,
Sensors are read.
le faci, ori dacă vrei să faci misiunile astea opționale, le faci, dacă nu, nu. Poți să le faci dacă vrei, nu e cine știe ce, dar plus, ca să înțelegeți, misiunile sunt exact unde sunt astea, de pipăi așa prin spațiu. Pic, gata.
The Riemans have been alerted to our presence.
Uci. Frate, nici nu trebuia să mă vadă la început. Nasol dacă te vede. Da, e păcat să nu te vadă. E o misiune foarte ciudată. Poți să te duci direct. Poți să iei direct la misiune, dar facem și... Și aici parcă zicea că...
Looks like they left this satellite as a communications booster for their short-range worker shuttles. Unfortunately, it's heavily encrypted. We could use this to boost our own communications, but that doesn't seem to offer any way in to the station itself.
Așa. Acolo jos.
Indications are that this vessel was refitted for asteroid mining. Apparently, a containment failure in the engine core led to a massive radiation surge. The engine went into emergency shutdown, but all of the couplings and injectors were burned out. The crew probably died due to instant radiation burns. It looks like the vessel was stripped for parts and left derelict. Although the vessel's engine core is a total loss, some of the backup computer systems were left intact. This vessel was used to deploy some of the tachyon detection satellites around the vault. There's a copy of the network algorithm in the computer memory. If we put the tachyon satellites along the final meridian into maintenance mode, we can create a gap in the detection grid that will let us slip through. If we can get close to the base without passing through the detection grid, We should be able to put a satellite into maintenance mode. Then that will give us a gap that will allow us to slip into the station itself undetected.
Da. Am înțeles ce trebuie să facem. Căutăm indicii acum, așa se zice, dar de fapt nu căutăm indicii, căutăm... Wow. Ce să zic?
This asteroid is unusually large, and it's clearly been mined. It was probably used for raw construction materials, like most of the debris here. This particular asteroid contains perbium, titanium, and uranium. It was probably tractored from a nearby system and brought here to construct hull components and power systems. We could probably cut a piece from the asteroid with our weapons for further analysis.
Nu se mai întâmplă nimic.
Looks like the fragment has picked up a bit of residual energy from our weapon burst. It'll be radiating energy for a while. Other than that, it's just a rock.
Știu de ce stația asta mare așa, măricică așa, cum să zic eu.
Approaching the tachyon grid perimeter. If we're detected by it, that will definitely alert the Remans.
Și aici nu mai știu, trebuie să... Aha.
The satellite's in maintenance mode. We can pass through the net.
Ok. Gata, am intrat în stație. Acum eu știu stația de ce
We have
e...
some unusual energy readings. We'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find. Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Sensor readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs.
Acum știu de ce e... Cum e ținută cu energie stația asta, o să vedeți mai târziu. Din când în când mai puteți să faceți și asta și vă arată următorul obiectiv, asta de aici.
We've tripped some security systems.
Trebuie să căutăm niște coduri ca să o desfacem și codurile le găsim undeva pe acolo.
The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They're segmenting the different parts of the base. Possibly a safety measure in case something went wrong in one of the central areas.
Scuzați, scopul.
Access appears to be controlled by use of security keys. We can disable it if we can find a code block that matches part of a security key.
Scanning in progress.
This defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. There's a security code in its subsystem. Code block 6750.
Scanning in progress.
I'm reading life signs in some of these living quarters. Interesting.
Uitați-vă atent ce scrie. Scrie Shield Generator, Provision and Medical Supplies. Vă duceți aici. Replicator. Shield. Era. Aici. Shield Generator. Una, cred că. Medical Supplies. Una. Și ce mai era? Mai era ceva. Nu mai știu ce era, dar mai era ceva. Aici era ceva. Scrie aici parcă? Sau nu scrie? Nu. Trebuie să dau din nou. Provision parcă, dacă nu știu. Mi se pare că erau primele trei, dacă nu știu. Ia să încercăm. Ok. Aici chiar nu știu ce... ce îmi spune. Mă rog, văd că mai avem niște chestii, stai să mai mă uit.
Scanning in progress. Scanning in progress.
The security node for this block of empty residences includes a code key, block 9904.
Vedem acum.
The security key is on a rotation. Each code block matches a piece of one key. Key in the appropriate code when the rotation matches to it. Trying a code on the wrong rotation will probably invalidate that code, so be careful with the timing. That's it. Well done. We should be able to bypass the system and gain access now.
Simplu-i. Mă rog. Să zicem. Aici trebuie să avem grijă la astea. Pentru că activează turelele. Ca să țineți minte. Dacă vă lovește ăsta, activează niște turele și sunt multe.
Scanning in progress.
Microgravity storage crates, mostly construction supplies. No weapons or unusual energy signatures.
Deci țineți minte. Dacă vă lovește astea, pleacă turelele. Și sunt o grămadă, peste tot. În afară de mi se pare că de culoarele astea, bă, așa, de aici, în zona asta, sunt peste tot păturele. Uitați, și aici e la fel. Și aici cred că chiar sunt turelele, deci nu ai ce-i face. Singurul lucru este să treci repede. Sau nu. Spoiler alert. Să vedeți ce-i deasupra capului vostru. Că toți când intrați vă uitați, uaa, ce mișto. Uite și jos. Super.
Above us, that's a Borg sphere. The Tal Shiar must have used this base as a storage facility and research area for Borg technology.
Scanning in progress.
Electrical discharges, probably from ionization leaking from the sphere and research nodes. We should be cautious about flying too close to them.
Scanning in progress.
The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's been put to sleep. It's not the source of the strange readings that long-range scans detected. Looks like the sphere's hooked into part of the local systems network. We should be able to exit through the other doors now. Probably a safety precaution to keep them locked.
Scanning in progress.
Dacă nu mă înșel, e pe aici.
Warning, ship is under attack. Core shields failing.
Se pare că puteam să punem în... A, nu e pus. Nu e puteam. Da. Nici nu e ceva mai bun avem. Nu ai nicio treabă. Ok. În continuare.
Quiet in this area. Too quiet.
Normal.
Scanning in progress. Scanning in progress.
This is disturbing. We're looking at a facility used to build Thalaron weapons. If the Remans have infiltrated this base, they may be trying to secure those weapons.
Ah, so our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter. Have you seen all that you came to see, little spy? That should be obvious. I intend to make use of this station to further my agenda. Your presence, however, is a bit more curious. I expect that you are operating under the shroud of Empress Sela, whether you realize it or not. Did you know Sela's mother was a human? And a Starfleet officer, no less. Given Starfleet's many attempts at interference with the Romulan Star Empire over the years, it is quite obvious that at least some elements of both organizations are cooperating. Either that, or possibly your Starfleet has been tricked into doing the Empress's bidding. Your protest will do you no good in any case. I expected interference, and I have taken steps to ensure that you will not disrupt my plans. Do you really think I would proceed with such a dangerous plan without my own sources of intelligence? Now that we have come to this exchange, it hardly matters how we arrived here. What is important now is how we proceed. I am afraid our time is at an end. My associates have already finished loading the Thaleron weapons that we need, and I have other operations to manage. I think we both know what happens now. May your death be quick and valorous.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Shields cascade.
Cred că acum trebuie să ieșim pe altă parte dacă nu așa. A? Sau...
Scanning in progress.
Credeam că pe aici, tot pe aici să iese niște. Eu așa parcă știam.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Nu pe aici, de ce? Ne ducem jos. Arată undeva jos, dar nu înțeleg. Arată pe cealaltă parte. Ok. pare că poți să ieși pe lângă ea dacă nu mă înșel. Sau să o tragi cu tine și... să vină după tine, așa. Dar trebuie să și scapi de ea. Trebuie să ne revenim. Deci revine și ea, dacă revin eu, își revine și ea, deci n-are nicio treabă. Doar că dacă ne apropiem pe partea asta s-ar putea să nu ne prindă. Asta e. Zic eu acum, nu știu.
Blast the door locks.
Ship is under attack.
O să intrăm pe aici.
Target's shield has failed. Right shield's failing.
Așa. Așteptăm să...
Warning. Ship is under
Da
attack.
ceva.
Hull integrity below 50%. Warning. Ship is under attack.
Ok. Că vine după noi. Ahahaha.
Ship is under attack.
We must stop Obisek's ship. They cannot be allowed to possess Thaleron weapons. We can use the subspace booster satellite outside the station to send a message to Starfleet as soon as we're clear of the interior. But Obisek's warship will almost certainly attack us when we do. We'll have to survive long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Exact.
Reinforcements have arrived and are just past that nebula. We don't have much time. We need to meet with our allies and stop that ship.
Aliați. Ia uite.
We are now in the micronebula. USS Laza is signaling us. They're going to engage the Riemann ship, but they want us to take care of the fighters and plasma torpedoes.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
That was quite an explosion. Probably from the Thaleron weapons carried aboard the ship. We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking. Suggest you return to Federation space.
Am întors, am parcat-o aceeași acum. Am deschis aici spatele, am parcat și acum stăm liniștiți și așteptăm. Aha, deci uite, vezi? Așa. Transfer. Mergem direct la... E ceva ce am băgat noi data trecută sau... Da, l-am băgat. Să mai băgăm o dată. Astea mai dau experiență, astea de aici, dar noi n-avem decât 7. Să vedeți aici sus experiența cum crește aici. Cel mai ușor să promovezi la început.
I've taken a preliminary look at your logs, and it seems that things went a bit unexpectedly. I have a feeling this isn't the last time we'll be seeing the vault. The Riemann commander you encountered is definitely a major player in the disintegration of the Romulan Star Empire. I'm going to send the information you gathered about him over to an old colleague of mine, Dr. Maximilian Peters, for analysis. If this Riemann is a leader in their separatist movement, we'll have to deal with him again, and hopefully Dr. Peters can work up a psychological profile for him, and a sociological analysis of the separatists. Our next step will be to decode the signal intelligence and go through any remnants left from the ship that was destroyed near the vault. Now that we know that the Riemanns were hoping to use Thaleron weapons, we need to figure out their target location. Right now, Starfleet knows far too little about a civil war in the making, but it'll take time to sift through all of the data. Keep in touch. Starfleet will notify you when we have a lead. Oh, and thanks for the good work.
Excellent work. We need to learn more about the conflict between Obasek and the Romulans. Sila's forces may indeed be hounding the Riemanns, but the use of Thaleron weapons is unacceptable. Not even the Klingons or the Breen will stoop to such barbarism. Starfleet intelligence will be working to decode the list of possible targets you acquired from the base's databanks. The next step may be to investigate these sites and find out why the Riemanns want to destroy them.
I have new missions.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Și el vă dă mai anyway. Deci tot timpul vă dă următoarea misiune.
Starfleet intelligence has decoded the list of Riemann targets that you recovered from the vault. I need you to investigate one of these locations and determine why Obasek and his forces planned an attack there. The Vahar system is still technically part of the Romulan Star Empire, but Ferengi speculators have moved in, and the Empress has done nothing to remove them. The Ferengi have reopened the mines and are now doing business with anyone with Latinum. You will go to the Vahar system under the pretense of negotiating a possible trade agreement with the Federation. Talk to Madron, the operator of the mines. Convince him to allow you access. Find out all you can. Once we know why Obasek and the Remans are targeting these mines, then we will be able to decide how to proceed.
I have new missions for you.
Mai lăsăm momentan. Mai luăm niște misiuni de astea de aici. Asta să-l faceți de câte ori puteți. Puteți face câte 8000 pe zi. La început nu o să aveți 8000 să faceți pe fiecare zi, dar cu timp o să aveți, dar faceți de câte ori aveți, și 1000 dacă aveți și 500, contează. Mai târziu o să-i folosiți să schimbați bani în bani din joc. Ăștia sunt banii din joc, sunt foarte scumpi pe dilithium, dar cu banii ăștia puteți să cumpărați mai târziu chestii în joc. Sau dacă vreți, dați cu, bineînțeles, cu vechiul plastic. Și vă cumpărați de ăștia și după aia, cred, nu știu. I don't know. Sincer. Dacă puteți să cumpărați, că n-am cumpărat niciodată. Să mai băgăm de astea, să băgăm de astea mai așa, mai de o oră, de 15 minute, de 30 de minute. E de experiență mai puțină, dar putem să facem mai multe sau mai des. Tot timp stăm pe contul ăsta câteva ore, de ce să nu avansăm repede pe el. Mergem direct acolo. Ia să ne uităm și în spațiu. De câte ori vă mutați, să știți că apar misiuni noi aici. Nu faceți nimic fără să vă uitați aici. Mai ales dacă băgați de astea mici de câteva minute. Oricum, experiența nu vă dă multă, dar contează, contează. Plus că mai vă dă pe aici chestii puține, dar vă dă. Momentan văd că vă dă de ore multe și nu am chef să fac de ore. Aici trebuie să fac da.
You've stuck your nose in our business for the last time, Starfleet. All ships, attack! Attack!
să scanăm fiecare lună în parte. Sau ceva de gen. Pe asta am făcut-o.
Scanning in progress.
Ia. Frumos, nu?
This moon is private property. No solicitors, beggars, or Starfleet allowed.
Scanning in progress.
Da.
Hello, my good friends. I'm so happy to meet you. Perhaps you are in the market for some high-quality magnesite? We have the finest ore in the quadrant. On behalf of the miners and residents here, I'm more than happy to welcome you to our home. Please transport to the surface.
Bineînțeles, toată lumea.
Unfortunately, the large amount of extremely pure magnesite ore in the core of our little world will interfere with your sensors. For safety reasons, I must insist that you use the transporter signal enhancers that I have installed at my own expense. Also, I know you Starfleet types are so fond of your away teams, but could you please restrict the number of crew you bring down to the surface? My people here aren't used to strangers, and you wouldn't want to disrupt their work, would you?
Suspect.
Did you need something? It's a long story. After the destruction of Romulus, I joined a group of colonists looking for a new place to settle. We chose to form a new agrarian community on Viranot, a pastoral world on the edge of Romulan space. Our colony was attacked and destroyed. I managed to evade the attackers and get off-world with a small group of people. My luck ran out here, and I've been stuck ever since. I'm a biochemist by trade. I specialize in hemocyanin, a division of hematology, working with copper-based blood. On Viranot, I handled a lot of issues related to food compatibility and local biochemistry. These days, I mostly handle minor medical issues and nutritional deficiencies for the people living here. I can't afford passage off of this moon. I've managed to stay out of debt, but I don't know how long that will last. This whole mining facility is nothing but strange. That Ferengi, Madron, rides everyone hard to make a profit. But just when it looks like things will get too bad, he turns around and does something generous. Folks have occasionally disappeared, and not by leaving on a ship. People here for weeks or months will suddenly vanish. People talk about seeing strange things, or being kept out of parts of the mine by the guards. There's something deeper in those mines. I'm sure of it.
Nici la misiunea asta vorbiți cu oamenii dacă puteți. O să vă ajute să vedeți ce trebuie să faceți. Ați văzut de cum am intrat, am vorbit.
My life is unimportant. It's my brother. I can't find him. I last saw him 2 days ago. Madron assigned both of us to work in the upper levels of the mine. Toshin's drill bit broke, and he needed a new one. I know I should have gone with him. It's not safe to be in the mine alone. Now he's gone. There's a group of people down there who treat the mine like it's their own. I don't know why Madron tolerates them, but they make life miserable for the rest of us. They steal and terrorize the weak. I once saw them dragging a woman to the lower levels, and I never saw her again. She wasn't the only one. Many people have disappeared. I thought if my brother and I kept our heads down, that we would be safe, but maybe they took him. Murderers. Murderers. If they killed my brother, I'll kill them all. If you go into the mine, watch for the silver spheres. There are creatures in the dark. Devils. They're made of stone. Nothing can hurt them, and their touch burns. I have seen them moving around in the tunnels. Anywhere you see the silver spheres, the monsters are not far away.
Știu că e boring, dar afli povestea cât de cât.
Family and I have been here all our lives. It's a hard life, but it's all I know. My mother used to tell me tales of the home world. She'd talk about the plazas in Rateg or vacations she spent with her father on the shores of the Apnic Sea. And she would tell me about my father, who gave up his place in the military evacuation ship so she could live. He never knew he had a child. She would tell me these stories, and later, when she thought I was asleep, she would cry. He charges us too much and pays too little. He's like everyone else in this world, out for himself. But he doesn't let us starve. And if a child needs medicine, they get it. Many here grumble and hate him, but I cannot. If I were in his position and his life was in my hands, can I say that I would act any differently than he does? Stay in the settlement. Don't go down into the mine. And whatever you do, don't leave this area. I do not wish you harm, stranger. And there are many dangers here. There is a group. They rule the mine. And they are dangerous. Even Madron fears them. If you avoid them, they will ignore you. And defy them, and they will turn on you. Last week, a good man died because he would not give them what they wanted. He was not. There are many monsters on this moon that you would be wise to avoid. Outside of the settlement, there are packs of wild animals. If you take a warrigal from its mother when it's very young, it can be tamed. If you wait too long, they are savage. The packs of wild warrigal roam the edges of our settlement. Often they prowl the refuse piles, looking for scraps of food. A pack of Oracle can kill even a strong man. You must be careful when you're in their territory. And they are not the only monsters here. The miners tell stories about creatures made of stone who can burn you to cinders. I have not seen one of these creatures myself, but I know that many people who enter the mine do not leave it. You're the first outsider I've seen in a long time. There's no reason for anyone to want to come here.
Bine, dacă mă înșel, e aici, parcă. Dar noi trebuie să mergem... Mă uit dacă mai am misiuni de făcut. Uite, mai am aici. De citit, pardon.
What can I say? We exist. I mine because there's nothing but rocks on this forsaken planet. If I'm lucky, I dig enough ore to make my quota and Modern pays me. If he pays me, I can eat and have a warm place to sleep. If we don't make our quotas, there's nothing. Even if I do have latinum, most of it goes to Modern to pay my debts, and the rest he takes in exchange for the supplies he imports. I would leave, but I owe too much to Modern to ever earn enough to buy my passage off this place. Besides, where would I go? Every morning, the first thing I do when I wake is curse that Ferengi's name. Modern found this moon about 2 years after the destruction of the homeworld. Most of our equipment was broken or useless, the supplies were gone, and we were starving. After some negotiations, Modern had his contract and we had food. We're supposed to be working with him, but he's the only one who benefits from our labor. Modern owns the only working ship here, so no supplies come in without him. He negotiates all of the ore contracts, so most of the latinum goes into his pocket. And he sets the prices for food, medicine, and equipment, so everyone here owes him more than we can ever repay. He owns us now. I hate him for that, but I can't live without him. The Empire? What Empire? Our Empire turned to dust with the loss of the homeworld. If you're rich or in the military, then maybe there's something. I hear the people in Sila's shining city and the Rator system live quite well, as long as they obey her commands. For the rest of us, there's nothing but dust and regret. I have heard this, but I have not seen that it is true. Are you going to go to every Romulan on every world and hand them bread? Because that is the only way you can help all of us. The strong take from the weak. Sila and her ships are strong. The Tal Shiar is strong. Your aid goes to fill their bellies and heal their wounds, Starfleet, not mine.
Da, normal, e nemulțumită. Am înțeles chestia asta. E un om rău ăsta de aici. Of course. Parcă și știi ce să-i răspunzi.
On behalf of everyone on this forsaken rock, let me be the first to welcome you to Hathara. As you can see, we don't have time for pleasantries. And I'm not sharing my Tranya stash with you. So, why don't we skip the chit-chat and get down to business? Unfortunately, I cannot call this mine my own. I'm just a middleman. Out of the goodness of my heart, I help the residents here pass on the products of their hard work to commercial entities such as yourself. The minuscule transaction royalty and trade tariff I keep to offset my expenses is figured into the unit cost of the ore. My operation has become one of the best in the area because of the high demand for my services from both sides. I provide the best mining equipment and supplies in the sector to the miners, while my customers get competitive pricing on the ore they need. I don't pay much attention to that. Miners have empty carts and they return with ones filled with ore. If you're that interested, you could visit the mines themselves, but I don't recommend it. It's such a dirty, disagreeable business. And I'm convinced that breathing ore dust for too long is terrible for you. The miners who live near my quarters used to keep me up night after night with their dreadful coughing. I had to install soundproofing just to get some sleep. Are you sure you wouldn't rather look at the ore I have for sale? Really? Suit yourself. Just remember, I have an exclusive contract to export magnesite ore from this moon. If you try to cut me out of your deals, you'll regret it.
Mă, ne pune să vorbim din nou cu ei? Aoleu. Pune cu alții. Ok, bun. Deja aflași cum e domnul.
I'm sorry, I really can't talk at the moment. I have to finish a survey of the area so the miners can start work on a new mine shaft. I need someone who is familiar with the techniques involved in sonar analysis of soil compositions. How good is your podology? I've marked some coordinates on your map. Please go there, scan the soil content, and report back to me.
Domestical, ați văzut domesticalul. Pune să mă duc afară, de-aia vin aici, că știu unde să ajung. Okay.
Thank you so much for your help. This information will be incredibly useful when we're ready to tap a new vein of ore. To answer your question, I'm not sure what makes this mine special. I haven't had much chance to explore the whole thing, though. My shuttle broke down in the system 6 weeks ago. Modron was happy to pick me up, but he's holding my shuttle until I've worked out the costs of the repairs. I can't wait to get off this rock. I have seen some strange people in the lower levels of the mine. I tried to do a survey down there once, but they wouldn't let me pass. Perhaps you should look there.
You want to go in the mine? Are you really interested in buying any magnesite? Or are you just here to cause trouble? Because if it's the latter, I know someplace you can start a little ruckus. There's a gang that controls the bottom levels of the mine. They won't even let me in there. Previously, I allowed them to keep their little kingdom in exchange for information. But lately, they've been more trouble than they're worth. And the intel they're feeding me is useless. Honestly, who doesn't know about the Breen invasion of the fairy space?
Let's go to mine. Nu toate misiunile sunt cu bătălii. Și din câte vedeți, nu toate... Deci nu toate misiunile sunt cu bătălii și din câte vedeți, experiența o dau. Deci nu... Nu e problemă.
What do you want? This area is restricted. Only people my friends and I like may enter. And I don't like you! You don't belong here. I'm done. What do you want?
Enemy targets on sensor.
N-a vrut să dea. Din calea mea. Oh, ce mi-a dat-o. Oh, ce i-a dat-o. Odată la început, știi, trebuie să mai mergeți multă de-aia. Mai am ceva pe aici? Nu mai am. Nu. Ceva pe aici de făcut? Ceva de luat? Da. Știu, eu stau aici. Și trebuie să pun pe băiețelul să stea acolo. Nu mai știu cum, parcă aici. Da, așa, și puneam pe aici. Așa, deci, hai, dăm doar. Nu mai știu cum era acum cu el. Da.
I give the orders here, Commander. You are out of line.
With all due respect, sir, there is a difference between protecting the Empire from her enemies and provoking
There
them.
is much here you cannot understand, Janik. The Remans need to know their place. As do you. I will not forget your insubordination, Commander. The Tal Shiar has no place for officers who cannot follow orders. I'll be in the command center.
Colonel, they were civilians. Their blood is on our hands.
Get used to it. There will be more. Speaking of which, why don't you clean out the brig before you become a resident there?
Ios. Of course. Să mă duc aici.
I almost feel sorry for you, but I have my own neck to worry about. I'll be joining you in there soon enough. If Hakeeb has his way, we all will.
De ce trebuie să facem ceva?
Enough! I surrender. I value my life more than the Tal Shiar's secrets. I'll tell you anything you want to know. But first, you must tell me why you are here and what you want. The Remans know about this base? Impossible! Only the leadership of the Tal Shiar know we're here. The Empress herself couldn't find us. I don't believe you, but it makes no difference. This is not a military installation. We listen and record here. Nothing more. There are many targets that those Riemann scum would find much more tempting. Colonel Hakiv will want my blood for this, but take my security code. You can use it to access the control room. You'll find everything you're looking for there.
Mi-a dat. Mișto. Câte are, Doamne? De date. Putem să le luăm și noi ca să le învățăm. Grămadă. Nu știu cum să-l scot din starea asta. Nu știu, chiar nu știu cum să-l scot din starea asta. Eu nu știu cum să o scot, chiar nu știu. Dar știu că dacă îl duc așa cu mine până la final, și așa misiune pe terminate. După aia iese din stare.
How did you find this place? What else do you know? No matter. You won't be revealing anything to your superiors. It's disappointing I cannot give you a proper interrogation, but I have much to do and little time. The self-destruct sequence has begun. This base will be your tomb.
What? Is a mission here?
You have what you need. Now please, leave me alone.
Okay. Hai să vorbim cu prietenul nostru.
My mind! What have you done to my mind? Tal Shiar? I'm shocked. I had no idea. I certainly wouldn't have sent you down there if you... Say, you didn't happen to find anything valuable down there, did you? Because if you did, remember, I have an exclusive contract. And what's it to you? This is a rough area of the quadrant, you know, and they're good neighbors. If you're not easily embarrassed. Their cameras and listening devices are everywhere. I haven't had a single problem with Orions or Herodians since they moved in. And it doesn't hurt that I acquired the odd bit of information here and there. I'm a businessman, and information is big business. Unfortunately, no. I'll admit, I was trying to find out, but their systems were locked down tight. I'm sure whatever it was had to be big news. Everyone was on edge. Janik and Hakiv were barely speaking, and I once heard Hakiv mumbling something about orders. Someone's been pulling his strings, but I don't know who. I do know that Tal Shiar takes security very seriously. If you manage to pull any files from their system, you can expect them to be heavily encoded. Trust me on that. I speak from experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk 100 Romulans into digging a new mine to replace the one you destroyed. My profit margin for this month is ruined.
Și aici, ca să terminați misiunea, dați aici sus. Vedeți că zice ceva. Să vedeți fișierele în Ready Room of Conference Room. Și trebuie să te duci aici sus, pe săgeata asta micuță. Visit your bridge, dacă nu mă înșel. Aici. Stai ok. Bineînțeles, și te duci în your Ready Room. Ce frumos e. Da. Mi-mi place și mie să stau așa. Aici trebuie să stau eu mereu. Așa stau eu mereu. Și dau comenzi. Așa. Aici stai când dai comenzi. Da, arată mișto. Și te duci aici. Nu. Te duci aici. Se pare că trebuie să faceți pe fiecare fișieră. Apar, n-am nici mai știu cum e. Cred că așa e, nu știu. Aici le fac pe băzăită, deci nu... Și gata. Și acum dai live bridge inferior. Și așteptați. Sau dacă nu, dați
The
aici.
Talshar records you recovered showed that Hakiv and his forces had been targeting the Remans for months. Obasek and his followers had been driven from their homes, had their ships destroyed, and their loved ones killed or imprisoned. Some might say that Obasek's campaign against the Talshar is just. However, Obasek was planning on using Thaleron weapons in the Fahar system, which would have killed hundreds of innocent civilians, as well as the Talshar cell there. This is the problem with revenge. Violence and fury only create more pain and suffering.
I have new missions. Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
We know from the information you recovered from the Vahar system that the Tal Shiar are planning to attack a Reman settlement in the Dara system. We have an opportunity to reach the settlement first. This may be a completely internal matter, and if so, the Prime Directive will come into play. We will not be...
I have new missions for you.
Am luat misiunea de 30 de minute, trebuie să mă duc aici și să iau niște warp coils, cred că vreo 7 erau parcă. Two hours. Nu e problema asta, puteți să mergeți mai încolo și să... Știu că am puncte de băgat. Le păstrez pentru că să ajung la Commander. Știu că zice 15 puncte ca să deblochezi pe ăla și... Hai să pun unul aici de fapt. Ok, și unul și aici. Cred că deblochez pe asta, nu? Ia să așa. 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 13, 14. Da, deblochez. Și... Ok, da. Deblochez când ajung la Commander, dar îi deblochez. De fapt, uite că deja mi-arată că pot să-l bag, dar nu sunt la comandă. În fine, o să ajung foarte curând la comandă. Ce am vrut eu să fac? Mă ajută mult asta, stai așa. Să pun pe asta. Așa. O să-i pun și pe ăștia, dar nu e cine știe ce. De aici ți-a dat Wolf Scorpion Fighter-ele. Uite, zice Launch 3, Level 20 Scorpion Fighter, așa 5 maxim sau 6 maxim. De aici îți dă alea. Asta e mai bun ca ăla. Chiar. schimbăm de astea micuțe. Ok. Dăm transfer ca să ajungem repede la misiune, știi, să... Înainte de a intra la misiune, să mai verificăm și aici. Four hours. Mă rog, cred că până la urmă le băgăm și pe astea de 6 ore, dar ca micuțe. Mai după experiența care o dau. Mai 2 ore. La urmă nu contează, că în momentul în care tu ești out din joc, ele tot se fac. Deci tu când ești afară din joc, ele merg, ele se fac astea. Deci nu e problema de că trebuie să stau conectat la joc, nu are nicio treabă. Astea merg în continuare. 6 ore durează, dacă stai deconectat 6 ore și după aia intri, asta e făcută. Aș fi vrut să le fac așa. Hai să bag de 3 ore dacă am, poate. Da, nu cred că stau 3 ore, dar poate. Hai să le bag și de 4 ore. Puteți să nici nu jucați, nici nu faceți misiunile. Poate vă e greu la început, poate ziceți că nu aveți timp. Dar în schimb, dacă intrați în fiecare zi și băgați astea, promovați puțin câte puțin și tot promovați la jocul ăsta. Deci... Dar eu cred că toată lumea vrea să joace jocul, nu să stea să facă chestiile astea mereu. Părerea mea, acum nu știu, voi decideți ce vreți. Aici, da. Să uităm noi la aia cine suntem. Power of Federation.
Ah, you're a good distance out of your Federation's territory, aren't you? Offer no aid or assistance to these Riemann rebels and leave this system immediately. If you do so, I can overlook your intrusion into an internal affair. Otherwise, I would be forced to see your presence here as an invasion of Romulan territory. That would be unfortunate for you.
Totuși.
Scanning in progress.
Știu acum ce trebuie să fac. Îl întâlnesc pe bunul nostru prieten din misiunea de Vault. Mai târziu am ceva de făcut aici. Trebuie să vin să-l fac. Ok, dar mi se pare că trebuie să-l iau de aici. Da. Spate. Aici am luat de... Parcă am luat de aici. Acum mergem aici, punem astea pe... Aici ca să facem treaba. tu. Nu ne batem cu ei. Da, nu ce nimeni nimic. Sunt băieții care am intrat în voltul lor și... Pe aici parcă? Ok. În spate, mă, până dacă am așa. Lasă pe aici? Nu? Îi salvează, nici nu mai trebuie să vorbesc cu ei. Cu ei știu ce... Uite.
Obasek has a vision. He wants all Remans to be free from Romulan oppression. He wants us to have a world of our own, and not to have to beg for scraps from the Romulans' tables. Obasek will lead us to victory. I, for one, am happy to fight at his side.
Corect. Asta era toată ideea. Deci... Cine știe filmul Star Trek știe de Remani, cine erau și de ce.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Prepare the... Ah, it's you. Welcome to the heart of the Resistance, little spy. There is so much for us to discuss, and so little time. The Tal Shiar have discovered this, our last refuge. They will be here soon, and my people and I will have to fight for our lives. Yet one question remains. Will you be our friend, or our enemy?
Și eu m-am decis de mult, deci de fapt din primul caracter m-am decis ce să fiu și am ținut în continuare aceeași misiune.
My hope is that you are here to talk, but I am prepared for the alternative. The Tal Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly.
Deci poți să vorbești cu el toate astea. Poți să-i zici să surrender. Sau asta. Și eu am ales întotdeauna să-i zic asta.
I am glad you see things my way. Get instructions from your commanders if you must, but the battle rages, and we must join it. With your help, my people will be free. I'm pleased you see that my cause is just. We can do great...
Sir, Romulan transporter signals detected. The Tal Shiar have entered the base.
Start the evacuation. We must get the civilians out. Commander Roshna, transport the reinforcements here. Tell them to assist our new ally. I will return to my ship and attempt to hold off their forces. Help my soldiers defend this base. Fight well, my friend. My people are counting on you.
Riman era, ca să zic așa, o subspecie din film, era o subspecie al romulanilor. Erau pe o lună și într-adevăr erau cam un fel de sclavi, să zic așa. Cuvânt mai corect. Ceea ce mie nu mi se pare corect. Din păcate pentru cei care nu le convine ce răspuns am ales, să zic. Misiune terminată.
I sympathize with Obasek's plight, but I do not know if we will be able to assist him. He has no proof of these demons that he claims are directing Hakiv's actions. Without that, becoming directly involved in this conflict would be a violation of the Prime Directive. We will protect the Federation, offer aid to the refugees, and keep this conflict from spilling over into our territory. But if Obasek and his followers are going to continue this fight, they will do so without Starfleet support.
Congratulations, Commander.
My contacts tell me that Starfleet has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand why the Federation would hesitate to engage them directly. So today I appeal to you, not as an ally in battle, but as a person of compassion. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you with the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
The Riemann Resistance is very much in need of your help.
Să mă duc acolo, dar doar după ce... Mereu să da, dacă vreți să apară prima aici ca să vă fie ușor să ajungeți la ea, să dați aici Make Primary. Uite, de exemplu, dacă mă duc la asta și dau Make Primary, să schimb aici și pot să mă duc la ea. Dau la asta, Make Primary, că vreau să mă duc la Earth. Transwarp. What? Dacă merge așa, merge așa. Să vedem ce nave ne dă. Dacă îmi plac, poate iau vreuna. Dacă îmi plac. Dacă nu, iar doar promovez. Atâta. Atunci mai punem ceva, știi? A făcut. Astea n-avem ce ne trebuie, n-avem tot și de-aia nu putem să le facem. Unele dintre ele. Mai avem asta știu ce misiune e o misiune un pic ciudată. Să o vedeți imediat. Aș vrea totuși să văd ce nave pot să-mi iau la nivelul ăsta, dar ca o părere așa până ajungem la... Bine că noi nu putem să luăm navele astea, dar ca o părere... Few hundred for... Să luăm una ca asta așa. Bineînțeles, mie nu-mi place. De aici, dacă vreți să aveți caractere mai multe, de aici trebuie să cumpărați. Uniforme. Da. Aveți o grămadă de uniforme aici, uitați. Troi. Asta mai mișto la femei. Am ajuns la pământ. Asta mi se pare că o avem noi. aveți uniforme aici. Până nu mai puteți. Chit că nu cumpărați nava care vă dă sau puteți să o luați sau așa, e bine să promovați pentru că vă dă la început atunci, pentru nivelul mic așa, vă dă premiile mai mari, adică gen scutul ăsta poate nu va fi de 6, poate va fi de 7 sau 8 și contează, dar e bine să promovezi. De fapt îmi zice să mă duc aici. Aș fi pierd, ok. Dar eu sunt la Amiral Queen. E aici. Ok. Commander, uitați ce pot să eu ca commander. Îmi place deloc. Deloc îmi place. Niciuna. Oh. Oh, man. Pot să-mi iau și de astea? Da, astea sunt mișto. Pardon, scuzați expresia. Frumoase. De astea și asta e frumos. Dar și asta e mai frumoasă. Asta. Dacă aș putea să o iau. Da. Adică, cred că poți să o iei dacă ți-o arăt aici. Sau ăsta mai vechi. Are 4-2 arme? Wow, 4 față 2. Wow. Da. Mă rog. Asta e pe... Asta e așa... Da. Asta e frumos. E carrier. Opa. Carrier. E drăguț oricum. Gândiți că e mare. Asta înseamnă ușoare. E 4-2, iar 4-2, wow. 4 pe față și 2 pe spate. Da, eu mă uit mai bine pentru un capitan să vedem ce sunt. E asta. Care o așteptăm. E și asta. O grămadă de nave. Da. În schimb, voi puteți să mai faceți ceva. Stați așa, parcă aici era. Dacă aveți bani, să cumpărați de astea și să vă faceți nava mai bună, dar durează, credeți-mă. Nu e indicat. Momentan eu o să rămân chiar așa, nu o să iau nimica. Să mă chinui cu asta, cu ce am aici. Momentan. Momentan o să mă chinui cu asta, o să sincer spun. Pot să upgradez așa, știi, deci dacă am, da, costă când dai upgrade la arme. Ah, uite, nu costă. Asta, ia. Acum dacă îl dau, costă. Sau trebuie să, de nivelul ăsta nu costă. Ia să vedem. Că nu costă. La nivel 5, mă rog. Să costă 700 cu ăla să dați upgrade. Deveni... Pardon, aici. Eu am aici și de pot să fac o grămadă, de exemplu. Dar momentan mă abțin. Păcat că nu pot să dau ăsta. Aș vrea să păstrez astea. Mă rog. Tata, vorbit cu el. Ce mai vrei? Eu nu vreau să iau nava. Vrei să iau nava? Nu mai vreau. Obligă să iau nava și eu nu vreau. Nu luăm, nu luăm. V-am spus, facem așa Make Primary și rămânem cu aia așa. Și mergem acolo. Mai așteptăm. S-a revenit, gata. Mă speriasă. Aici s-ar putea să fie o misiune un pic ciudată, care nu știu așa bine. Da, e. Asta mă încurc și eu.
Scanning in progress.
Trebuie să faci într-o anumită ordine aici, asta.
Scanning in progress.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Scanning in progress.
Nu mai știu cum e, dar să facem într-o anumită ordine, o să vedem imediat. Trebuie să citim. Mai știu cum era, parcă... Wait a second. E calcule matematice și e foarte greu. E calculele matematice, să știi. Mama, mă pune să fac tabla mulțirii și acum nu am chef să fac tabla mulțirii. Scuzați un pic. Oh. Ok. Așa. Haide o dată. Poți să faci așa și să le faci până reușești, dar... Așa. Deci n-ai treabă, poți să faci așa și să le faci mai repede, știi? Pune-ți fac tabla mulțirii și n-am chef. Oricum, sunt 4 variante, deci e ușor de ajuns la ele. Deci. Și acum trebuie să neapărat să ținem chestia că, dacă nu, mă rog. Deblocăm circuitul și încolo, în loc să ajungem înapoi pe navă. Așa un pic mai... Cred că trebuie să ne mergem înapoi acolo, da. place misiunea asta, nu mi-a plăcut niciodată. Tot cu matematica am făcut-o. Asta și-am făcut și pe hârtie și pe calculator. Și acum că mă întorc pe navă, nu mă întorc pe navă, ajung într-o pușcă, dacă nu mai așa. Într-un laborator. Exact ce am zis.
Now we fight, or we die. Make sure you pick up a melee weapon. All of your gear is deactivated, and I won't protect you anymore. Remember to equip your new weapon.
Și hai să luăm și pe asta. Cliconieni pe viața acum.
Commencing test 1. No pod in desert Akari. Entering testing area.
Yeah.
Commencing test 2. Releasing warrigals now. Proceeding to test 3. Prisoner 1478, remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoner, return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
Puteți să mai luați arme de aici dacă vreți. Dar nu mai vă las. O să iau și-o pe aici să văd ceva. Mă duc aici. Uite, nu mai unde s-a întors.
What do you want? My name is Slamek. I am part of a resistance. Perhaps you have heard of it? About a week ago, I was part of a crew ferrying weapons from one base to another. When we passed through this system,
A satellite disabled our ship. It drifted into the planet's atmosphere. I activated the emergency transporter, and a few of us were able to transport to safety before the ship crashed in the desert. We were looking for shelter and a way to contact our people when a group of soldiers found us. They took us here and kept throwing us into the arena. Now I'm the only one remaining. That is all I know. I don't know who is responsible for this place. The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated. There were bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions. Whoever it was took care to conceal his identity.
Aveți grijă ce răspundeți, că trebuie să-l convingeți să scăpați amândoi de aici, pentru că altfel vă ține aici până terminați misiunea, până îl convingeți și aveți grijă ce vorbiți cu el și cum îl faceți. De exemplu, dacă îi zic că e stupid, eu nu-l mai conving pe omul ăsta să plec de aici.
I have no idea what they want with us, or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of giant game, but there is no one in the stands to be entertained. I've had several partners in my battles. You are the only one about which I've been questioned. You must have impressed our masters. I know you have impressed me. I think there are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, I have never been able to contact them. We are kept separated and caged unless we are fighting. The trainers carry key cards. That's the only way I know to get through the defenses. Can I trust you? I can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant. He had a talent for acquiring latinum. And during my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena.
Ideea e că te trădează. Te trădează, dar e atât de... Știți cum zice, a fost atât de rău maltratat și nu știu ce, încât săracul nu mai are scăpare. Dar așa scap de aici.
Test scenario 4 activated. A hollow released.
We need more help! I'll try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms! Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm! Just like last time. Use the remaining console on the side of the arena to fight the Elder Worm. There's another set of consoles by the metal wall. Use them while the worm is distracted. I've been hit! I can't continue, my friend! You'll need to protect me!
Sì. Solo cred că e acolo la... Da. Ăștia trag mereu pe aceea. Solo aici, parcă dacă am așa. Da, asta, da. Oh, nu se poate. Oh. Uite, acum a apărut. Cum să-i lângă ea nu a apărut.
The worm destroyed the metal wall! Run! That's our way out! Romulan base? Here? What did they want with us? And what is that device?
Aqui você.
Watch out. There are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible. There's a fighter heading straight for us. Quick, take cover in those dark rocks over there and wait for it to pass overhead. Stay still and wait for that fighter to pass overhead. If we are fortunate, they won't detect us. They didn't see us. Let's move on. I can't go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment.
Forgive me, my friend, but the pain... I need to rest, just for a moment. My wounds are agonizing. I fear the worm's venom may have infected me. The pain is excruciating. My vision is blurred, and my blood burns in my veins. Before we were captured, my science officer said that the local plants here have medicinal qualities. Please, I need your help. Find something to ease my suffering. I need something to disinfect my wound, something to treat my fever, and anything that will ease my pain.
Da. Ce arată pe unde trebuie să te duci? Am scăpat? Ia uite. Ia mă duce aici. Ok. Asta. Cât te fac eu pentru ăsta care de fapt va deveni trădător? Da. Da.
Thank you, my friend.
Trebuie să mergem la urmă. După ce alergarea în pace, ne mai pune să mai alergăm un pic. Bine că știu unde trebuie să mă duc.
Now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open.
Omoară și tu ceva, mă. Ce știu. Mergem prin canionul ăla. Nu acolo. Sărăm de aici. O să ajungem undeva aici. Mai încolo. Asta e harta. Course. Aștept să-mi apară ceva deasupra capului lui, pentru că trebuie să adunăm niște resurse, pentru că noptăm într-o peșteră.
The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I've noticed that there are things we can gather along the way. We will not survive night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, we'll have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive. We will need water if we are to survive. I've no
water și ceva de genul ca asta așa.
search patrols. We will need water.
Aceea mă lasă de...
The search patrols are moving. We will need...
Poate să pot să iau de aici. Come on.
The search patrol.
Mă rog. Așa era înainte.
That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore.
Okay. I will try.
The temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues when the sun rises side of the mountain. We could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent. The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship.
N-am dat nimic,
My ship
vorbește.
isn't far from here. I think I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon.
Oricum, dacă vreți să treceți peste skip, apăsați SK și țineți-l apăsat. Peste unele videouri, o să vedeți că vă apare aici sus ceva.
There she is. She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours.
Trebuie să coborâm și pe aici.
Flying through space.
Ia apă jos. Dar
perhaps she can help us one last time. We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. But, in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift emergency beacon.
Did you think you'd run? From me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Riemann's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim. No!
Ce scăpai? Miracol!
I apologize for Slamic's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
Congratulations,
Starfleet
Commander.
Intelligence has completed its analysis of the data you recovered in the Nopata system. There is a 67.47% chance that the Iconians are using the Tal Shiar as a way to influence the Romulan Star Empire, and that their persecution of the Riemans is directly related to this. Command is considering lending assistance to Obasek and his forces. But before we come into direct conflict with the Romulans, we want to try a more discreet approach. The data indicates that Hakiv is operating out of the Brea system. Long-range sensor scans indicate that there may be a major Tal Shiar installation there. We want you to infiltrate this system, apprehend Hakiv, and destroy the Tal Shiar's base. Hakiv must not escape. He may be the only person who knows how extensive the Iconian influence in Romulan space is. I have new missions for you.
Asta mai frumos acum. Da. Commander, nu? Să mai bag 10 puncte la comandă. Pot să mai pun unul. Ok. Am ajuns la 21. Să mă zic că ajung la un 40. Aici este ultima nouă. După aia nu se mai dă așa cu chestia asta care ți-o dă.
We have arrived in the Brea system. Preliminary scans show automated defenses and a handful of Romulan ships, most likely Tal Shiar vessels. If we're going to reach that planet and beam down safely, we'll have to breach the Romulan defenses. The weapons platforms are probably short range, but we must disable the satellites and any enemy ships in orbit, or any away team that we send to the planet will be in immediate danger. Tactically, it would be wise to draw off the ships and engage them separately from the fixed defenses. The Zedenia is prepared to assist you in the attack when you are ready.
Enemy vessel, you are in Romulan space. Leave immediately, or you will be destroyed.
Long-range sensors show that Tal Shiar reinforcements are closing on this location. We must be swift. The Tal Shiar... We have a problem. The Tal Shiar are trying to jam transporters, and particle leakage from the strange technology here is affecting our targeting sensors. My scientists can't identify the type of particles yet, but several of my troops are reporting in from different locations. Transporters are being diverted. You're on your own for the moment. My scans show that the Tal Shiar have secured some areas of this base with force fields. You'll have to disable them, or find ways around them. A key...
Ok, stai așa un pic, că era să intru în bătălie cu armele romulanilor. Asta, armele klingonienilor. Dădeau ăștia la bucăți de... Ok, văd că mai am pe aici ceva de... Mă rog. Aici va fi greu, voi mai normal. Harta așa de mare încât ți-au pus și de asta pentru că știu că nu o să te descurci. De multe ori te încurcai. Tras cu laserul din spațiu. Nu l-au pus pe ăsta, că nu știam. Păi, ok, mai am niște misiuni de făcut care nu știu eu cum să le fac. Asta e una dintre ele, nu știu cum să o fac pe asta. Cred că e la inginer, deci nu e la... Da? Asta e pentru inginer. Așa. Interesează. Mă duc pe jos. Crezi că îl omor și pe ăla și mai rămân cu unul, dar jocul e... Bagă mare, normal. Chinuie-te. A stat după zid, știi, și m-am bătut cu ei și după ce am omorât a ieșit și el. Aoleu, Doamne. Băi, remanule, măi.
None of this matters. We just need to open the gate, bring the Iconians here, and it will be over.
That was Taurus's plan, too. And you saw how that ended for her.
We finally have the opportunity. Victory is within our grasp.
You call this victory? It's over. This is done. You're done.
No! We can still finish. You're the cause of all of this!
Yeah!
You don't even understand what you walked into. You're too late to stop it. A lowly being such as yourself cannot even recognize the true power the Iconians represent. And that any future will depend on a place in their regime. All you've done is arrive in time for the end of existence as you know it.
I can call as many reinforcements as I need. Not now. My ship has put an interference field around this plaza. It's over.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything. They'll be here soon. And nothing you've done will make a difference. It's not over. It's over for you.
The road to Riemann independence will be long and bloody, but this is a...
Se pare că asta e pentru inginer sau... Da? Mai bine asta. Science. Oh. Oh. Da. Mă ascund bine.
Sheila is here with her flagship. I'm trying to hold her off, but the Zedenia is no match for a ship of that class. You'd better return to your vessel quickly.
War! Kapla!
Enemies of the Romulan people, this insurrection will not stand. Your hostile actions against a Romulan colony world are acts of war. Surrender now, and you and your crews will be treated fairly as prisoners.
We have our work cut out for us. I will assist you. After all, we face a common foe.
Trebuie să tragem în ea până pleacă. Să le distrugi, nu o distrugem mai pe asta, da?
This is your last chance to surrender. The full force of this dreadnought will be turned against any who persist in this foolish. Resist, and you will face the full might of the Romulan Star Empire.
Sensors are reading a gate opening. There's a ship coming through. Can't get a sensor lock on it. They're taking the Leoval in tow. They're heading back through the gate.
Ăștia erau Iconian.
Scanning in progress.
Another success mission for the Starfleet.
Starfleet will continue the search for Sela's vessel, but as of right now, we have no idea where the Iconians took her, or if she went willingly. I find this turn of events disturbing. Sela's absence will throw the Romulan Star Empire into even greater chaos. We have found that the Romulans are at their most dangerous when their backs are against the wall. Like wounded Salot cats, they will strike out at anyone in reach, and the Federation may bear the brunt of their fury. The return of the Iconians could change everything. I have new missions.
Congratulations, Commander.
The Federation has offered the Riemann Resistance humanitarian aid, and we are working with them to find diplomatic solutions to their disputes with the Romulans. Obasek has asked to speak with you. You can meet his ship in the Hakona system. And once again, please accept my congratulations on a job well done. I have new missions for you.
Toate care ar trebui să mai bag și pe aici, să bag. Vreau să bag de aici. Dacă nu-i dau retrain după aia. Am fost asta. Cât costă asta?
I fight for my people. We will be free. Farewell, my friend.
Commander Sarish Minna of Deep Space Nine has requested your assistance with a delicate matter involving Cardassia and Bajor.
The desperate men and women of the True Way have turned to one of the Federation's greatest foes in an attempt to hold sway over Cardassia Prime. Starfleet must infiltrate into the heart of the New Dominion and douse the flames of war before they consume the entire quadrant.
nabuțale. Să jucăm și noi un pic să deja. Da. Borg, uite Borg. Uite Borg. Info. Liberated Borg. Что надо? Что надо? Да. Что? Cred că trebuie să mă duc la 8, să? Să vorbesc cu el.
How can I help you? Welcome to Deep Space Nine, and thank you for coming so quickly. During the occupation of Bajor, many sacred artifacts were stolen and studied. After the Bajoran-Cardassian Treaty was signed in 2371, these artifacts were supposed to be returned. However, the Obsidian Order, the Cardassian military intelligence branch, opposed the treaty and apparently hid at least some of these artifacts in their warehouses. We know this because we have been contacted by the Cardassian government. There is a faction among the Cardassians called the True Way that rejects the treaty with the Federation. This organization infiltrated a defunct Obsidian Order facility and stole an orb of the Prophets. These orbs are precious to our people. They have been given to us by the Prophets. They possess mysterious and unusual powers. Many of them grant visions to supplicants. We believe the True Way are operating out of a base in the Badlands. We would like you to travel to the Badlands and attempt to recover the orb on behalf of the Bajoran people. How can I help you? How can I help you? The True Way has stolen an orb the Obsidian Order failed to return after the war. Although we don't know for certain where they have taken it, we have been getting dozens of reports of raiders hitting civilian ships near the Badlands. Starfleet, how can I help you?
Eu zic să ne oprim aici momentan. Să băgăm mai multe de-astea cu... Este târziu. Totuși vreau să mai iau câteva de-astea ca să pun la experiență acolo peste mâine când intru din nou. Sau când continuăm din nou episodul number 4. Da. Așa. îți dau experiență și asta și este atât de cât acolo și să adună, puțin. S-ar putea să nu mai putem face că avem prea puțin. Avem prea puțini, cum spune, duty officers. 20 hours, ok, da, cam 20 hours. Ok. Să vedeți mâine cât experiență câștigăm așa micuți. Hai să mă și pe asta. Stai. Ok. Oricum ne mai trebuie foarte mult, foarte mult. 6 rancuri ca să, adică undeva la 54.000 ca să promovăm la nivel 30, deci mai avem câteva misiuni de făcut pentru a ajunge la 30. O să mai dureze. Da. Asta a fost una din navele mele, parcă dacă mă înșel. Ok, video de astăzi s-a încheiat. Seară plăcută în continuare. Noapte bună și toate cele bune.